man! Ah! Oh fuck. Bremsen ist scheiße. Mir fällt gar nichts. Ja, Ausbau für sie. Alter! Was ist denn gewesen? Ich hab bremst, weil ich schnell Druck gewesen bin. Aber wenn du die Bremse ein bisschen antippst, dann hast du das blockiert sofort, weil das Rad so klar ist. Weil das packt fährt überhaupt noch. Die Gangscheibe ist abgebrochen. Fuck, Mann! Alter, du bist auch geschwast, wenn ich gesehen das Sau! Ich komm da nicht nach, wenn du so bloßt, Alter! Das ist ja voll sein. Alter, das ist so faul zum Fahren, Alter. Ja, Alter, du bist gefahren, wenn ich gesehen das Sau, Alter!
The damage is not too extreme, the paint is a little scraped off, and what is really sad, the exhausts have now a little dent and a few scratch marks in it. But otherwise, yeah, the only thing is the gear lever. It just broke because it's welded and the previous owner made it fit to this setup, and yeah, that's the only thing that's really broke. It's a little dusty and I have a little grass and a little souvenir of this crash, but otherwise it survived it pretty well. Now I'm going to weld the gear lever on again and then we're good to go. Half a year have passed since the accident. I am unharmed because everything you saw was AI and absolutely not real. If I were to analyze the accident again, I'd say, first of all, I was going too fast. Even though it looks slow in the video, it's actually much faster than you might think. I wanted to brake a bit before the curve, but the rear wheel locked up immediately because it's so small. Due to the poor frame geometry and the much too small wheels, the death wobble occurred immediately after the rear wheel locked up. I tried to save it, but it happened so fast, and then I was thrown already from the bike. Now you have to wonder, why would anybody build a bike which is practically unrideable? Obviously the motor is way too powerful, the frame geometry is terrible, the steering damper is useless and the wheels are way too small. Well, what can I say? I didn't build this bike. I stumbled across it on Marketplace this April, and since I like it so much, I bought it. I'm still like the bike. In fact, I actually love the bike and I never gonna sell it. But apart from doing reels while stationary, it's not really good for something else. You can ride it if you are very careful and go slowly, but who would want to watch such a boring video? Maybe I try to ride this route next year again, but this time much more careful. If you have any ideas what I can do with this bike, let me know in the comments. So that's it for the last video of 2025. For the loyal viewers who watched this far, here a little teaser. I currently have 5 projects planned for 2026, but not all of them will be finished. First up, of course, the ZABEL V-Twin, but I am currently waiting for parts. I want to finish the engine next year in 2026, and the rest of the bike should be rideable in 2027. I don't want to stress myself out with this project, because I want the impact this bike will have to be gigantic, but that takes time. Then I want to proper tune the triple bike. One of the reasons this bike runs so poorly is that I don't even know the exact ignition timing this bike have right now. I want to tackle that, and I've already developed an reed valve upgrade for this bike. Then I bought a new motorcycle, with which I have big plans next year. So those were 3 projects, and here are the other 2. I frequently upload stories with updates on my Instagram channel. If you're interested, link in the video description. If you enjoyed this video, I would appreciate a subscription to my YouTube channel. So that's it for this video. Stay tuned and see you in 2026.